The CDC and FDA recommend the U.S. pause the use of Johnson & Johnson's COVID-19 vaccine over blood clot concerns. Georgia becomes the third state to shut down Johnson & Johnson vaccine site after adverse reactions. Okay, now I know they're saying that it's because of 6 adverse reactions out of 6 million plus, but does anyone actually believe that they would suspend an entire vaccine over that number? Come on now. We know our government. And I was actually shocked to see that Google hasn't scrubbed this yet. If you search Pfizer criminal history, this is what comes up. Pfizer has been a habitual offender, persistently engaging in illegal and corrupt marketing practices, bribing physicians, and suppressing adverse trial results. And I've mentioned it before, but Johnson & Johnson knew for decades that asbestos lurked in its baby powder, and continued selling it to you. They truly care about you and your family's health. And don't forget the foreign bribery cases that they had to settle on. Oh, and if you haven't heard, there's a new variant of COVID, and it affects vaccinated individuals more than unvaccinated people. It's been about 5 weeks since the president referred to mask mandates being lifted as Neanderthal thinking, when in reality, hospitalizations in enlightened progressive mask states, Michigan, New York, and New Jersey, are 164% higher. Also, I love how the people that are getting vaccinated are just acting like they can return back to normal life, when the CDC is still recommending you to wear a mask, not to travel, and vaccinated people are still catching COVID. Oh, and don't forget that you'll likely be needing a booster shot every 6 months. And a microchip has been developed by the Pentagon to detect COVID-19.
A sensor,
This tiny green thing in there?
that
is
tiny
a
green thing in there, you put it underneath your skin, and what that tells you is that there are chemical reactions going on inside the body, and that signal means you're going to have symptoms tomorrow.
Wow.
Nearly 40% of the Marines have declined the COVID-19 vaccine. European countries suspend the use of AstraZeneca shots over worries about blood clots. And just a little update on this, Germany has suspended the use of AstraZeneca's COVID shot for people under 60. And Canada has paused the AstraZeneca vaccine for people under 55. California will allow indoor concerts, theater performances, and other private gatherings starting April 15th. To attend, people will either have to be tested or show proof of full vaccination. How many people can attend gatherings will depend on the level of restrictions in place at each county.